We had a lot of really showy treatments in corn this year to show, and I wanted to highlight a few of the ones that really kind of showed out. This is actually one of the treatments that Bayer has been using in corn, and you'll see it in Tennessee. It's quite a few things to throw in the tank, but it has been very effective on weed control. So this is a post-emergence application, put on about V3 corn, and it had 3 ounces of Lautus, a quart of Roundup, 48 ounces of Warrant, and a quart of atrazine. And you can see we got very good control, and it repped out very well, and gave very effective control post-emergence. State of Tennessee, almost 80% of our weed control, roughly in that range, is in corn, is done via post-emergence. A lot of times we'll have an application of a dual or a Warrant, something pre, just to get us by, but the main thing is a post-emergence application. We don't have many just straight pre-emergence applications to fall back on. In this particular treatment, this is kind of the standard in Tennessee treatment. This is Halix GT applied to V3 corn. We had a lot of weeds out here, and you can see it did a very effective job. It is #1 corn herbicide used here in Tennessee. It's got to be on at least 50, if not 60% of our acres. And there's a reason for it. It's been very consistently providing us good control throughout, well, for a good decade here. And it's still doing that today. Halix has mesotrione in it, or Callisto. It has glyphosate in it, and it has dual magnum in it. And then most folks throw atrazine in with it as well. But it also has glyphosate in it. But it's kind of a one-stop. You know, you get all those in a premix, but atrazine, you got to put that in separate. But it's been very effective here in Tennessee for some time. Just to kind of compare and contrast a couple of the treatments we just saw that were basically really leaning on post-emergence, cleaning up a lot of the weeds in our corn, to a pre-emergence only treatment. We have very little of that done here in Tennessee, most notably because it doesn't work very well. It's almost impossible with the weather conditions we have every year for a pre-emergence herbicide to last as long as it needs to give us effective weed control. And this is just an example. This happens to be Corvus and atrazine applied right behind the planter here. And it held out for 3 to 4 weeks, and then it started to give up. You can see we got a number of Palmer amaranth that have broke through. And if you compare and contrast that to the other treatments I just showed, when we're coming back with an effective post-emergence application, you can see why here in Tennessee, post-emergence weed control is the key as far as trying to manage our pigweed, and trying to get an effective knockdown herbicide in that post-emergence application as long as effective residual. And that's been our go-to now for, gosh, since I've been here.